1. Moscow, the beating heart of Russia, where imperial grandeur, modern innovation, and Soviet history merge into a single, unforgettable cityscape. Moscow's Red Square is one of the most iconic sights in the world, dominated by the colorful onion domes of St. Petersburg's Cathedral, the austere Kremlin walls, and the historical gum department store glowing with soft lights at night. Inside the Kremlin, centuries of Russian power and culture unfold in cathedrals, palaces, and museums. Walk along the Moscow River, explore the futuristic skyscrapers of Moscow City, and feel the pulse of Russian life. In Arbat Street and Gorky Park, the city's metro stations are an underground museum of mosaics, chandeliers, and marble halls, each one a work of art. Moscow is not just a capital, it's a living monument to the soul and resilience of Russia. Here, the old and new coexist in every breath. Golden domes rise beside glass towers, and Soviet relics stand proudly among chic cafes. The nightlife hums with energy, from rooftop bars overlooking the Kremlin to quiet river cruises under the stars. Every visit to Moscow feels like stepping into the pages of a vast epic, timeless, powerful, and endlessly fascinating. 2. St. Petersburg, elegant, poetic, and eternal. St. Petersburg is the crown jewel of Russian culture, founded by Peter the Great as a window to Europe. It's a city of canals, Baroque palaces, and golden spires that glisten beneath the northern light. The Hermitage Museum, one of the largest in the world, houses more than 3 million treasures, from Da Vinci and Rembrandt to Egyptian mummies. Stroll along Nevsky Prospect, cross the Palace Bridge at sunset, and watch the white nights transform the city into a dreamlike landscape in summer. Visit the Church of the Savior on Spilled Blood, with its dazzling mosaics, and the Peterhof Palace, often called the Russian Versailles, where fountains and gardens meet the Baltic Sea. Every corner of St. Petersburg tells a story of poets, emperors, revolutions, and love. The city glows with a melancholic beauty that deepens in the soft mist rising from its rivers and canals. Whether you explore its theaters, grand squares, or quiet courtyards, St. Petersburg feels like a living poem, graceful, nostalgic, and eternal. 3. Lake Baikal, the world's oldest and deepest freshwater lake, an ancient wonder that holds 1/5 of the planet's unfrozen fresh water. Surrounded by the wild landscapes of Siberia, Lake Baikal is a place of breathtaking purity and mystery. In summer, its turquoise waters reflect the surrounding mountains, while in winter, the lake transforms into a surreal world of crystal-clear ice, frozen bubbles, and shimmering caves. Oaken Island, the lake's spiritual heart, is home to sacred cliffs, shamanic legends, and tranquil villages that preserve centuries-old traditions. Wildlife thrives here like nowhere else, from the rare Baikal seal to countless endemic fish species. Travelers can hike along the Great Baikal Trail, bathe in natural hot springs, or sail across the vast, mirror-like waters. It's a destination that reminds you how powerful and untouched nature can be, a living symbol of Earth's endurance. 4. Kazan, where Europe meets Asia. Kazan is a city of harmony and heritage, blending Islamic and Russian cultures into one fascinating identity. The white-walled Kazan Kremlin, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, houses the stunning Kul Sharif Mosque, one of the largest in Russia, standing proudly beside Orthodox cathedrals. The contrast of domes and minarets captures the city's soul of unity and peace. Wander through Bauman Street, full of cafes, street art, and music, or cruise the Volga River as the skyline glows at dusk. Kazan is vibrant and youthful, known for its universities, cuisine, and warm hospitality. Taste traditional Tatar dishes like chak-chak or ekpekmek while listening to the soft call to prayer blend with church bells. It's a city that shows Russia's diversity at its finest, colorful, cultured, and beautifully balanced between two worlds. Every corner of Kazan whispers stories of tolerance and coexistence, where tradition and progress walk hand in hand. Festivals fill the streets with laughter and light, while the architecture paints a vivid tale of centuries past. Kazan leaves you with the feeling of unity. That beauty can be born where worlds meet. 5. Sochi, set between the Black Sea and the Caucasus Mountains. Sochi is Russia's summer capital, a place where beaches meet snow-capped peaks. This resort city gained international fame after hosting the 2014 Winter Olympics, but its charm lies in its natural beauty and relaxed energy. Walk along the seaside promenade, visit the Riviera Park, or take a cable car up Krasnaya Polyana for panoramic mountain views. Sochi's subtropical climate makes it unique in Russia, offering palm trees, sunshine, and even vineyards. In winter, it transforms into a ski paradise with modern slopes and cozy chalets. Whether you're swimming in the sea or skiing above the clouds, Sochi captures the spirit of adventure and freedom. that defines the Russian Riviera. The city's nightlife and spa culture add a touch of elegance, from open-air concerts to luxurious wellness resorts. The nearby waterfalls and caves of Sochi National Park reveal nature's wilder side. Every moment here feels like a celebration of life, framed by mountains, sea, and endless light. 6. The Golden Ring. A journey through time. The Golden Ring is a chain of ancient towns northeast of Moscow, each one a living museum of medieval Russia. Places like Suzdal, Vladimir, Rostov-Veliky, and Sergei Posad are filled with white stone cathedrals, wooden houses, and monastery bells echoing through quiet streets. It's where Russia's soul feels closest to its origins. Here, you can explore onion-domed churches painted in gold, witness traditional crafts, and walk along peaceful riversides that seem untouched by time. The pace is slower, the air fresher, and every moment feels sacred. Traveling through the Golden Ring is like stepping into a painting, pure, pastoral, and deeply spiritual. You feel history breathing in every corner, in the creak of wooden doors, the scent of old monasteries, and the smiles of locals keeping ancient customs alive. The Golden Ring is more than a route, it's a journey through the heart of Russia's past, preserved with grace and devotion. 7. Kamchatka Peninsula. Remote, wild, and untamed, Kamchatka is one of the last frontiers on Earth. This vast volcanic peninsula in Russia's far east is home to over 300 volcanoes, steaming geysers, and sprawling tundra landscapes. The Valley of Geysers, one of the world's largest geothermal fields, feels almost extraterrestrial. Bears roam freely, rivers burst with salmon, and snow-capped peaks pierce the clouds. Few places in the world can match Kamchatka's raw power and solitude. Helicopter tours reveal lava fields and crater lakes in all their glory, while thermal springs offer moments of pure serenity. It's a place for explorers, where nature remains the true ruler, majestic and untouchable. The silence here is almost spiritual, broken only by the rumble of distant eruptions, or the cry of an eagle. Every view feels otherworldly, a reminder that some corners of the planet still belong entirely to nature. Kamchatka is the wild heart of Russia, vast, primal, and unforgettable. 8. Vladivostok. Perched on the Pacific coast near the borders with China and North Korea, Vladivostok is Russia's eastern gateway to the world. Its skyline of bridges, bays, and hills gives it an unmistakable charm, often compared to San Francisco. The Golden Horn Bay, the iconic Ruski Bridge, and the panoramic viewpoints from Eagle's Nest Hill define the city's bold character. Vladivostok is cosmopolitan, lively, and deeply maritime, with seafood markets, naval history, and an international spirit. It's also the final stop of the legendary Trans-Siberian Railway, a journey that spans the entire breadth of Russia. Standing here, at the edge of Asia, you feel the immensity of the country stretching endlessly westward. As the sun sets over the Pacific, the city glows with life. Ships gliding through mist, lights reflecting off calm waters, and the taste of sea salt in the air. Vladivostok feels both Russian and global, rugged yet sophisticated, a place where East and West share the same horizon. 9. Murmansk and the Northern Lights. High above the Arctic Circle, Murmansk is the gateway to Russia's polar world, a land of snow, silence, and celestial magic. During winter, the aurora borealis dances across the night sky in waves of green and violet, creating an unforgettable spectacle. The city itself, built on rugged hills overlooking Kola Bay, is resilient and fascinating, shaped by Arctic winds and wartime history. You can visit the famous Alosha Monument, explore icebreakers, or venture into the wilderness for husky rides and reindeer farms. Murmansk offers not just beauty, but perspective, a reminder of human endurance and nature's majesty, at the edge of the world. Here, the Arctic night is endless, but so is its wonder. In summer, the midnight sun replaces the aurora, casting golden light across the tundra. Murmansk invites travelers to witness a side of Russia few ever see, raw, pure, and profoundly moving. 10. Veliky Novgorod. Known as the birthplace of Russian statehood, Veliky Novgorod is one of the oldest cities in Russia, rich in medieval history and timeless serenity. Its ancient Kremlin, dating back to the 11th century, houses the magnificent St. Sophia Cathedral, one of the earliest stone churches in the country. The city's museums and monasteries preserve artifacts that trace the roots of Russian culture. Stroll along the Volkhov River, visit Yaroslav's court, and listen to the echo of bells that have rung here for nearly 1,000 years. Veliky Novgorod is quiet yet powerful, a sacred place where Russia's story truly began. It's a destination that bridges past and present, inviting every traveler to feel the spirit of a nation born from faith, art, and endurance. The calm of this city carries the weight of history, ancient walls glowing at sunset, monks chanting softly in distant cloisters. Veliky Novgorod is not about grandeur but grace, offering peace to those who seek meaning in the origins of a civilization. It's where Russia began, and where its heart still beats.